Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Lainey. This is Big Girls Really Do Cry, and this is just another chatty catch up. So what I'm going to start with, right, is I decided to put some face on, and I also decided to paint nails. Now these nails look pretty good, right? These nails, especially there, not so much. So yeah, what happened is whilst I was painting this, this hand, whichever hand, I don't know, my nose started itching, so I scratched my nose. Yes, with wet nail varnish on. Who does that? Who? Me. Anyway, so I had blue all around here, which has been pretty much covered with, I wiped off as much as I could, with a cotton pad that then stuck to my nails. Hence the state. And I can still see bits of it stuck on my nails. Yeah, I'll put a photograph in right now, which will show the blue on my nose. But I wiped off as much as I could, then I took a photo, and then I literally covered it with foundation. Honestly, only me. Yeah, so my lovely blue nose. Honestly, who does that? Who touches their nose when they've just painted? Then, yeah, never mind, never mind. Anyway, what else do I need to talk about? I wrote notes here, so I know what I'm. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I got my hair washed, and then it's really soft and fluffy, but I kind of just let it dry, cause it does have some natural wave to it, I guess. So I kind of just let it dry like that, which kind of just looks like rat's tails, and I can see all the frizz, which is getting on my nerves. But never mind. Anyway, so where do I start? I'm going to start with getting out. So basically, I met my new OT. I can't remember what day it was. Monday. So today is the 19th of January. So on Monday, and I'll probably not put this out till either the 20th or 21st, because my highlights, not catch up, this is the catch up. My highlights video goes out tonight, so I'll probably not put this up till Monday or Tuesday. So it's currently Sunday. Anyway, so yes, Monday gone. I met my new OT. Seems very nice, etc. She came with physio, and they were talking about obviously what I wanted, and I was like, well, to go outside, yeah. And also in what ways they could help. Basically, what they want to do is get the care company involved and get them to help. Now, I have a feeling that won't happen because they already struggle, to get to do the calls they've got. There's always sickness, there's always illness, it's a high turnover job, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I can't see that happening. So I'm thinking it'll just be, so I'm thinking it'll just be them doing it. Now, I have had in the past, so the physio assistants, they did it. So maybe if they're doing it first, till I get to a point where I can sit, say 90 minutes or something, then maybe the care company can get involved, because maybe they could put us in the wheelchair and then they could come and help us out or whatever. I'm not really sure. But it's a positive that something is being spoke about, but I'm not sure how it'll go. And I don't hold out much hope in that sense. So I might be just being too negative, but I'm just so used to things not working. So I think I'm just kind of erring on the edge of caution. And we'll see. Fingers crossed. Dodgy painted, fingers crossed, yeah. Okay, so that's that. And then, I don't know if I said this before, but I sometimes saw jewellery for one of the charities local to me, like a wildlife animal charity, and because they do both wildlife and non-wildlife as well. And I used to like sort jewellery for them, but I've also started to help with them putting things on Facebook Marketplace. We've had about, I don't know, eight sold so far, but it's getting there, and just building up. There's so much mucking about on Facebook Marketplace for people saying things and then they're not replying or they're not turning up or whatever. I don't know why people do that. It's not that hard to like just, even if you change your mind, sometimes you see something and think, oh yeah, that'd be great. And then when you think about it, you're like, oh no, actually. But just say so. It's so much easier. But anyway, that's a different story. And then, right, Monjaro diet and diabetes. Okay, so I think, I can't remember when I put a video out last, but in that video I talked about the fact that I had an IBS flare up and it had been ongoing since Boxing Day. So it's now, as I said, the 19th of January, and it's still not sorted. So on Friday it happened again. So it's Sunday. Friday it happened again, and I decided to ring my diabetic nurse, because the only thing I can think of in all the past, whenever I've had a flare up with the IBS, it usually lasts. The longest it's ever lasted is 10 days, and it's usually 7 to 10 at the most. You know what I mean? And so, and I've ate very little, and every time that recently I've gotten to increase my food again, when I feel like it's stopped, because I've like gone literally 48 hours with nothing happening, and I'm thinking, oh right, it's getting better, but then I've gotten to increase my food because I'm like literally been living on like, I don't know, 4 to 7 to maybe possibly 900 calories at the most, and as soon as I go up to like 1400 whatever, it seems to happen again, and I don't know why. And the only thing I can think of is because Monjaro does have, or it does state that one of the side effects is like upset stomach, constant diarrhea, blah 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 blah. Anyway, so I'm thinking, is it aggravating my IBS so that every time it starts to improve, as soon as I eat some more or whatever, it's triggering it? I don't know, because it always seems to happen close to when I've taken the injection, like within 48 hours within of taking it, it starts again. So I don't know. But obviously I can't keep doing what I'm doing because I'm struggling with low blood sugars and fighting keeping that with the amount of food I eat, and not getting sore is the other thing as well. So it's been, yeah, hard. And I don't know what day I'm on now, but like I think something like 25 days of it going on. And granted, it hasn't been every day, but it's been most of them, and like, yeah, I can't keep doing this. So I was starting to think that maybe I need to stop the Manjaro, and I don't know what will happen with my blood sugars. Obviously, I'm not going to go mad and have loads of sugar or anything. It's just, yeah, I am a bit worried about that because obviously the Manjaro's done so well with my blood sugars. That's the only thing. So I spoke to the diabetic nurse on Friday, and she's going to get my... and I always mean to write this down. So the blood test you have to check your blood sugars properly, which I always call the HSBC. It's not. It's the HBC 1A, or I don't know. I should check, really, I should. And I should know because I have got diabetes, so I should know, but for some reason it just doesn't compute in my head. Anyway, So she's going to get someone out to check that. I'm going to speak to her again at the end of the month. I'm stopping taking the Mounjaro. I'm currently on 5 milligrams, and I'm not due to take it until Tuesday again. But I want to see, if I don't take it, does my IBS continue to improve? And the plan is, obviously I've got to keep an eye on my blood sugars. I am still on insulin in a lower dose because it had reduced it over the time. My blood sugars, apart from the hypos, have been between 5 and 6, which is really good. I'm not expecting them to stay there without the Mounjaro, but it is what it is. Something has to give here. And it's not necessarily that I won't go back on it, because if obviously things improve, I did talk this through with the diabetic nurse, that I could go back on it, but starting back on the lower dose, and you know, seeing how that goes. So fingers crossed that does work. Diet wise, because obviously all the issues I've had, my food's been very low. I think yesterday I had 1800, which is the highest I've had in ages, to be honest. And so far so good, nothing else has happened, so I'm hoping that that stays that way, but we shall see. Yeah, so I'm going to get that blood test done. I'm going to speak to her again at the end of the month, see where I'm at. She said it will take a little while for the Mounjaro to leave my system. And obviously, if, say, in a few weeks' time, things are still the same, then I'll know it wasn't the Mounjaro triggering my IBS constantly, like once it had triggered, if that makes sense, because prior to that, it was great. It had been great. And I do wonder if that comes down to eating better. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how it works, but still. Yeah, so that's all with that. And then the only other thing is I took some video footage of Jasper. Someone was asking about him the other day, asking if I still had him and stuff, which I obviously do. He was trying to get on my wheelchair. Yeah. So I will add that footage in now. Going somewhere? Huh? Are you going somewhere? Planning on a trip out? I don't know how you've squeezed yourself in there. Jasper, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Huh? Are you going somewhere? Who are you going to see? Who are you going to see? Yes. What can I help you with? You're not comfortable? Huh? You're not comfy? Aw, poor Jasper. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You want to get on my bed, don't you? Yes, you do. Do you want to get on my bed? Do you? Yeah? How is it? Yeah, well, I'm saying he was trying to get on my wheelchair. He was trying to get on my bed before that, but my bed had loads of stuff on, so he couldn't get on. So I think he went and got on my wheelchairs and, like, you know, but he clearly didn't fit, especially with something else on it, because I had a box on it at the time, and so yeah. But he was determined, bless him. And then not long after that, he did get his way, and he did get on my bed, so yeah. I move everything, of course, and sit uncomfortably, but yeah, he was comfortable, so that's fine, isn't it? Anyway, this is kind of short and sweet for me, I think. I don't think I've waffled that much, have I? No. Anyway, so yes, I just thought I'd put another catch up in and whatnot, so there you go. Thank you very much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please do, because, why not? Oh, have I got? No, I haven't got. I thought I had lipstick on my teeth, but I haven't. There's a change with the freaking varnish on my nose and whatever else. Anyway, as I said, thank you very much for watching. I shall catch you next time. Bye bye now. Bye bye.